Hello everybody, this is WarriorDan, and today we're going to be talking about Hello Neighbor. I'm going to give you my first impressions of the game. This is not a review video, not really. I will still be doing game reviews via my What is the Point of series, so this is not replacing that. This is a separate series entirely. This series is more so focusing on games that wouldn't normally be included in my main What is the Point of series. This could include indie games, or games that are still actively being developed, like early access titles. Now before I get into the game itself, I do want to put up a quick announcement. This is but one news series out of a couple that I'm hoping to add to the channel over the coming weeks. I'm planning to cut back on Let's Plays and those kinds of videos, and do more of these kinds of videos. And in place of Let's Plays, I plan to live stream my Let's Plays live on my new Twitch account, which if all goes according to plan, I hope to launch that early next year. Now, getting into Hello Neighbor. The game is currently in early alpha stage, meaning that most of the game is unfinished, unpolished, and may not be good representation of the final version, which you can expect to see up on Steam as of next summer, according to the game's official website and social media platforms. What you're looking at now is mainly footage from Alpha 2, the third publicly released version of Hello Neighbor, following the previous Alpha 1 build and the original pre-alpha build before it. The goals of the game are fairly straightforward. You have a neighbor who is a walking combination of almost every horror movie villain stereotype known to man. You keep seeing odd things going on in his house, so you do what any sane person would do, by which I mean not calling the police, and instead, like a Scooby-Doo character, break into the man's house, steal his stuff, and try to find out what secrets lie in wait for you, hoping of course that you don't die in the process. Hello Neighbor is a survival horror game, similar in ways to games like Slender the 8 Pages. What makes Hello Neighbor noticeably different than those other aforementioned games is its distinctly colorful art style, which features a strong blend between colorful, Pixar-inspired environmental designs, as well as claymation-like character designs, creating a unique visual feel that is both disarming and intriguing at the same time. Hello Neighbor is developed by Dynamic Pixels, a small Russian development house, otherwise known for developing mobile games for Android, iOS, and other mobile operating systems. TinyBuild is acting as the publisher for this game. TinyBuild you might otherwise know as the publisher of similar quirky titles such as Party Hard, which likewise received critical acclaim following its release. Currently, since it's still in closed alpha, Hello Neighbor has not yet received an official rating from the ESRB, although we will probably find out its rating sometime early next year. My guess is that it will receive a rating of T for teen. I don't believe this game has enough disturbing content to justify an M rating, but at the same time, horror games rarely get away with a child-targeted rating like E or E10. Not even Five Nights at Freddy's could pull that one off. You can currently buy access to the closed alpha, which includes free access to all current and future builds of the game, as well as a Steam key for the final Steam release when it launches next summer. Overall, I really do like the direction Hello Neighbor is headed in. I could see this game possibly becoming the next horror gaming phenomenon, similar to the Five Nights at Freddy's series. If for no other reason than the lore is incredibly interesting, and the game offers more secrets than it does answers, something that you don't really see much in other games. I do think at times it can be rather glitzy, and occasionally prone to crashing unexpectedly, but since this game isn't even in beta yet, performance issues are par for the course. It comes with the territory when you're talking about an alpha build. Now, one bigger issue I have with Hello Neighbor is its awkward and, frankly, confusing keyboard controls. Currently, to my knowledge, there's no way to rebind the keys at will, which is something that I think they should fix in a future build, to help players better customize the in-game experience to their liking. You can buy Hello Neighbor for $29.99 off its website. I know some of you may think, isn't that a bit expensive for a game that isn't even in beta yet? To some extent, I agree. If this was a complete game, $29.99 wouldn't be a bad price, and it's very possible that the game's price will drop when it makes its way onto Steam. But $29.99 for an alpha does feel like a little bit high. The reason I think the price is higher for the alpha version is that so the developers can afford investing more time into fleshing out the game as much as possible prior to release, with the profits from early alpha investors funding the extra development time that they otherwise might not have been able to spend on the game prior to its Steam release. So if you like what Hello Neighbor offers, and want to see it continue getting the support it needs in order to fulfill expectations in time for launch, I do recommend putting down the $30 to buy access to the alpha and share your feedback with the development team on their Steam forum. I have talked to the developers before on the Steam forum. They seem like very nice people and very wanting to get community feedback involved. They really do seem to want a hands-on experience with the community, and that's not something I see a lot of developers really actively going for. So credit to them. This is one game I have no issue publicly endorsing, as to me it already stands out as one of the best innovative games of 2016, and one that only seems to get better over time. I'm not going to rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10, as my goal in this series is only to provide an initial opinion, which may be subject to change over time, depending on how the game evolves. I'm very curious to see what we see from Hello Neighbor moving forward. I really like what they're offering, I just don't think they've offered enough of it. I would love to see more, a bigger house to deal with. I would love to see multiple houses. I would love to see different environments to adapt to. I think the neighbor AI is fantastic. There's so much to look forward to here. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to send in your suggestion for a game that you would like me to cover in this series, you can do so now in the comments below with just a few simple guidelines. It has to have been released this year, and it has to be commercially available on digital platforms like Steam, Origin, or Uplay. It could be any type of game, but it does have to be playable on Windows 7 or 8. That said, I look forward to hopefully seeing your suggestions soon. As always, tell me what you think of this video in the comments below, give this video a like, and share it around on Twitter. You're welcome to tag me in your Twitter retweet if you like. I'm always happy to see you enjoy my stuff. Sorry I'm sounding a bit off today, allergies have been a really big pain today, but I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, despite me having a semi-flu due to my allergies. For now, this is WarriorDan, signing out. Peace out and stay awesome. Adios.